Hi, good to see you again. It's Graham Martin, the recruitment guy, with another 5-minute careers interview. You know, across the UK there are tens of thousands of companies that, like this firm, TriStar Packaging, distribute and supply products to companies across the whole of the UK. And for every firm like that, they may have 5, 10 or 15 people that deal with incoming calls, process orders and give information. Call it customer service, sales administration or telesales. Every company like that has people that do that job. We're here today to find out exactly what that job's about and what you need to do to make it successful in that role. Let's go in. Kevin, good to see you. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
So, Kevin, we're going to have 5 minutes. We're going to try and nail it before, but we're going to talk today. We've got 5 minutes to talk about what it takes to be successful in customer services, order processing, telesales, sales administration. So, I'm going to press the button. We've got 5 minutes. We're going to try and nail this. So, Here we go. 5 minutes. So, firstly, TriStar Packaging, what do you call this role? How do you identify it?
It's telesales stroke customer service.
Okay, and typically speaking, the guys and girls are upstairs. What's their day like? What's the job actually involved? Day-to-day duties?
A typical day will involve 60 to 70 outgoing calls to clients to either take an order or sort a problem out, and 60 to 70 incoming calls, either diverting calls, taking orders, or handling a problem or a question.
And those problems, are they difficult for them to deal with?
I'd like to think after a bit of training, no problems.
Right,
Too difficult for them to handle.
And in terms of the outgoing calls, are these what I'd call cold calls? They've never spoken to you before, or are they kind of lukewarm, whereupon the people are aware of your company?
No, these are regular customers who trade with us regular, wishing to place orders for their next delivery day in general.
And when you recruit for this role, what TriStar, what are you looking for?
What are we looking for? We're looking for reliability, people who come in on time, commitment, enthusiasm, and a need to look after people, a caring person.
So I notice you don't talk about academic qualifications. Is that not that important for this role?
It is not important at all. It's about all of those other things with enthusiasm, with an IT literacy at a basic level.
So from a skill set point of view, excuse me, you're looking for what particularly? Maths?
Well, not really. As long as they can add up and subtract basic and spell basically, we're looking for nothing more than that.
And common sense?
Common sense. We can train product knowledge.
And data entry, how important is that for this particular role?
It's important, but again, nothing that if you use a keyboard you can't do.
Right, but accuracy, I guess, more than
speed.
Super speed. We're not looking for secretaries. We're looking for people that have got attention to detail, yes?
Absolutely.
Now, in your company, and I guess for a lot of firms around the UK, what would be the traditional training element of somebody coming in? What are they going to learn? How are they going to learn to do whatever it is that the business sells?
Dependent upon their keyboard literacy and IT literacy, etc., it would be typically anything between a week and 4 weeks before we let them get to a phone and speak to our customers.
So we've got 3 minutes left. We're doing well. So we're talking about learning about the product, learning about potential objections, learning about the systems and so forth, yes?
Absolutely. There are no major pitfalls that our people will fall into that we haven't trained them to overcome.
And there must be tens of thousands of companies like yours across the UK that sell products to companies in a variety of businesses: furniture, stationery, glassware, cameras, clothing. Is it fair to say that those people would be able to move with some product training from one business to another? Is this a kind of role that is transferable?
Oh, absolutely. Customer service and sales within any company is very similar, in my opinion.
Yep.
You know, if you can sell beer, you can sell furniture, you can sell packaging. So there's no outrageously clever skills.
And if somebody comes into the business to start in this kind of role, what would they be earning money-wise from A to B? What's the starting salary for this role?
I would suggest you would be on a starting salary of anything between £12,000 and £16,000, going up to between £12,000 and £20,000, and then there would be bonuses on top.
And there's so commissions and bonuses.
Commissions and bonuses are the bit on top for doing a good job.
And would they be individual or would they be for a team?
We have two sets of bonuses: one as an individual performance, but also one as a team, to ensure that we as a team hit the business.
We're doing well time-wise.
Good.
How would you describe the route, the progression from somebody coming in, school, college leaver, or somebody that's maybe got a couple of years work experience that's coming in as a trainee? If they do well in this role, what are the career paths for them?
Well, with all due respect, there's a host. They can go into team leader, they can go into national accounts, looking after the bigger accounts, they can go into field sales, which is a common choice where people want to get out on the road. And to be totally honest, they can move into any other part of the business once they know customers, customer care, because that's what we're all about.
We're doing really well. I do believe actually that you started yourself in this role, didn't you, many moons ago?
Believe it or not, that's where I started my career in sales, in telesales, and I did that for about 7 months. Progressed into field sales, and fortunately now I run my own business.
And what product were you selling those very early days?
Well, I was in something similar, but it was in disposable serviettes, coffee cups, and things like that. So
Yep.
there's hope for everyone if they want to put their mind to it.
And lastly, how important is this role for the UK today in terms of adding value to customers? What do you perceive that to be, the value?
It's absolutely critical. It's the most important part of the business. They are our first line of attack, and they're our first line of defence. They're talking to the customer more than anybody else in our business.
And despite the recession, there are always people doing this, are there, across the UK?
Absolutely. You can't do without them in the business. You can do without a computer, but you can't do without the people.
Well, there you go. I hope that's helped you with some information about customer service, order processing or telesales. It's Graham Martin, the recruitment guy, with Kevin from TriStar Packaging. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Say goodbye.